Well, let's speak now to Behnam Ben Taleblu, who's a senior fellow with a focus on the Middle East. He's from the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. That's a US-based research institute which focuses on national security and foreign policy. Welcome to BBC News. What do you think, or when do you think there's going to be a public announcement of some sort of ceasefire agreement? Do you think we're close now?
Well, it's a pleasure to be with you. The U.S. President, Joe Biden, certainly seems to think that the talks are close. There was even discussion, I believe, that was mentioned in the earlier package, that the ceasefire proposal could be active as early as next week. You know, Ramadan is March 10th. That's about a 2.5-week window for a cooling off period. Most importantly, those who desire a stronger U.S. presence in either helping bring the parties together would want the U.S. to actually push for a ceasefire now, to be able to use the month-long period of Ramadan to iron out issues, particularly between Egypt and Israel, related to the 1 million plus the Palestinians who are now close to the city of Rafah and will likely, when that city is likely going to be facing a significant military pushback from the Israeli Defense Forces, even if there is a ceasefire, which is likely to terminate at Ramadan or past Ramadan.
And let's talk about Rafah, because from everything that we're hearing, that expected assault on Rafah by Israel is thought to be likely to stay on the table regardless of what comes out of these talks.
Indeed, and Hamas was looking not just to prevent the operation from happening at Rafah or being successful at Rafah, but also getting Israel to vacate the Gaza Strip altogether, which led to the kind of ping-pong back and forth between talks in Qatar and talks in Paris, and all the press reporting in the past week and a half about the public distance between the Hamas position and the Israel position over even if the ceasefire was going to be possible.
Okay, and in terms of the sticking points, I mean, we've been reporting what we believe could be some of the terms in terms of 40 hostages who've been held by Hamas, and then 400 Palestinians potentially who've been held in Israeli jails. I mean, are those terms likely to change? And how are there any other sticking points that either side is likely to sort of find non-negotiable?
Well, there's certainly everything that is going to be subject to change here. Looking at other conflicts in the region, for example, at the Iran nuclear negotiations, way in the past, there used to be this saying that nothing is agreed until everything is agreed. I certainly think that principle of nothing is agreed until everything is agreed is going to be governing these peace talks between Paris and Qatar about the state of the actors, particularly Israel and Hamas in this instance. So I think nothing is agreed until everything is agreed. One, with that caveat in mind, one is the mismatch in terms of the numbers of prisoners. Reportedly, many of the Hamas prisoners in Israel, they're not political prisoners. They're actually, many of them are convicted of terror or physical assault charges. So there's a mismatch in the number and mismatch in the type of persons that are being exchanged. The fact that the Israelis may have wanted more of the hostages that are still being held by Hamas, the fact that Hamas wanted more of it, vacating territory, either all or part of the Gaza Strip. All of these are variables that could still confound these talks. But when the U.S. president is basically putting his legitimacy and credibility and name recognition on the table, and even pointing out a potential date, there's going to be significant outsized pressure to iron out these variables, or at least nullify them for the time being. And I'd be remiss to add that perhaps not having a cap or a sunset to the ceasefire is also going to be a potential sticking point.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things you talk about, the intense pressure from the United States. But essentially, Hamas wants a permanent ceasefire, and that's something that Israel, as of now, won't agree to.
Indeed, because Israel is going to be looking at continuing the military operation in Rafah. And in the period of Ramadan, again, if the ceasefire does go active right before then, is going to be looking to iron out diplomatic issues with the Israelis over the 1 million plus Palestinians near Rafah, plus, of course, getting humanitarian aid to them, plus, of course, being able to figure out the complex military logistics of how would one continue a military operation in such a dense and potentially more or a less urban, but still very dense environment. Then, of course, there's the confounding regional factor. When the ceasefire in the past, in 2023, was extended several times, a few of the other theaters cooled off, such as Iraq and Syria, that were targeting U.S. forces via Iran-backed militias. Those theaters have slightly cooled down since the U.S. significantly stepped up military pressure against these Iran-backed militias after the loss of 3 American service persons in Jordan just a few weeks ago. But what Israeli officials have said, most recently as about a day and a half, 2 days ago, particularly the Minister of Defense, is that the Israelis would not cease trying to reestablish deterrence against Lebanon, which is, striking at more Israeli assets and deeper into northern Israel than ever before.
Okay, Behnam Ben Taleblu from the Defence of Democracies Foundation. Thank you very much for sharing your insights.
Thank you.
Around the world and across the UK, this is BBC News.